quick Rockin Robin tour. This is coming from the south up off 59 up Shepherd. This is what you see when you get to the beast. Remember when I tell you it's bigger than it looks once you get inside. You got Freddie King, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Texas Greats, little surfboard sign that has weathered a couple hurricanes, and an incredible parking lot and parking that the city took away from us. So we're going to walk inside and take a quick look. There you see the intersection of Shepherd and Richmond. So if you're trying to orient yourself, there's Shepherd and Richmond. Now we're going to take a walk inside. Typical music store front door stickers and non-typical surfboards. What a deal at $1.99 for a longboard. Bargain drum sets. We got the inside of the store. We have our meager but practical PA department. More surfboards. And some of the classic sticks that are part of Gulf Coast history here. Believe it or not, yes, there is surf in Texas. 5-stick Hanson. We got a Nueva Nose Rider, a John Pope Penetrator, Flaker from back in the day, and a Robert August, little Beatles, and our autograph wall of greats. Clapton, Beck, Page, Santana, Albert Lee, Danny Gatton, Billy Gibbons, and tons more. This is our amp deck. New, used, and vintage amplifiers, and our employees hard at work getting the store ready on a Friday morning, November the 12th, 2010. Strings, accessories, and of course, guitars. We got some metal type guitars, some Robins, Fenders, Gibsons. Crew hard at work making critical decisions. Heading back to the store. About 150 feet of guitar pedals, new and used. One happy customer, hopefully. Shop setup bench. Rental, drum repair. A work in progress as always. Book selection. Jimmy Raycraft, ukulele expert and all-around virtuoso. Here we have the start of our bass department. Amplifiers. Little amplifier corner and test area. Now the bass room itself, where you're going to find all sorts of crazy stuff hanging on these walls. It's just the way it is. Try not to spend too much time in any one area because I know you don't have all day, but it's our room. Mesa, Fender, Genspin, ZBS, Bergantino, Ashdown. A lot of Fenders. What kind of a rootsy store, as you might imagine from looking at our inventory selection. Roscoe, Zahn, Spectre. Did I mention Fender, Music Man? A few classics. 51P, 59P, some 70s stuff, Rickenbacker. Just anything we think people might like to own. And here we have our Stevie Ray Vaughan wall. We need a Whipper Layton drum head, but we got a Tommy Shannon bass and a guitar signed by Stevie and Jeff Beck from the Fire and Passion tour. Posters, some autographed, album covers, some autographed. Picture of Stevie Ray Vaughan bass fishing, one of him playing drums. Just needless to say, since we painted him on the outside of the wall, we love Stevie. So here's for you, Stevie. Posters, Tokai poster, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Alpine Valley. Moving into what we call our stack room, for lack of a more imaginative term. Marshall, Mesa Boogie, Orange. You're glad I didn't say Apple. Wall of guitars to test things with. No vast selection, but a nice room. Bring other amps in here for people to test. Okay, now we're heading into our t-shirts and eclectic wall of guitars and a ukulele selection, which is definitely second to none in the state of Texas. You'll be seeing plenty more in the acoustic room. These are our bargain specials. Moog Theremin. Acoustic electric guitars of all different styles, types, new, used, and vintage out here. Amplifiers, And the second acoustic room, which is what we would consider maybe the main acoustic room. I can't really pan this out far enough for you to see. This is the widest angle, but getting ready for Christmas, so we got a lot of inventory stashed in places that normally wouldn't be. Autographed acoustics, Willie Nelson, Tommy Lee Jones, Glenn Campbell, Clint Black, those kind of folks. More good old ukuleles. Lines of guitar we carry would include, but not necessarily limited to, Baden, Takamine, Martin, Taylor, Collings. We get everything. Santa Cruz, Rain Song. We have Gitani. Sure, I'm leaving out somebody important. We have Republic Resonator type guitars. Ramirez. Seagulls, Lacitos, A&Ls. A few interesting older pieces up there for you guys that are into that stuff. Cowboy guitars. Weissenborns, a Kamaka 6-string Spanish style guitar. Lots of just bizarre stuff up here. National arch tops from back in the days. And moving right along into our acoustic guitar high-end listening room, where we have some nice Martins, Santa Cruz, Taylor, Larrivee. A lot of Collings. We're a big Collings dealer, at least in our minds we're a big Collings dealer. Ramirez, a lot of Martins. New, used, and vintage 72 model D28 at the moment. It turns over. Moving along to our strap selection. Everybody's got guitars, and they need a strap. Kind of our eclectic wall. I'm going to dwell on this a second just because there's a lot of guitars you're either never going to see, haven't seen, or probably won't really care about. Okay, moving along into the drum department, which takes up the most physical space in the store. Sticks, kits, custom GMS Green Sparkle derailless kit. Pretty good selection of accessories, hardware, heads out the wazoo. Black Beauties. Had a little leak in the roof, so some of the drums are put up off the shelf for now. Got a pretty good, that's some of the ones that had to be yanked. Yellow North kit. Some vintage kits from the 20s, 30s, 40s. Scratch. Colored snare wall. I'm going to try and get you a little closer on some of this. There's so many, I just have to keep it panned, so just have to kind of... If you have any interest in any of this stuff, give us a call, because maybe 10% of our inventory is on our website. Other than that, we just don't have room to do it. Down the hall, past our incredible repair department, which is always flooded with instruments in various states of repair and disrepair. What's behind that door? Never tell. Shipping department, very uninteresting and mundane, but necessary. Wall of grates, and the back drum rooms, 2 rooms. There again, I'm going to give you a quick pan of some classic vintage Tangerine, Satin Flames, Leedies and Ludwigs. I know this is not the world's most high-produced video, but I just wanted to give people an idea of the store, because a few photographs doesn't really tell you much, but it's about 20 feet tall of inventory stacked, because that's new, used, vintage kits from $250 up to about as much as you want to spend. Classic 18 Ludwig, George Weimer, our drum ace, Mexican or Italian flag Vistalite, Bonham, GMS, Ludwig Customs, and always snares out the wazoo. And we're going to be hitting the cymbal room, as there are also some really nice cymbals: Bosphorus, Artisans, K, Zildjians, Istanbuls, Sabian, Paiste, Zildjian, everything else under the sun. So more normal snares, the typical, hey, we really want one that sounds good, but we don't want to spend a lot of money. And our main cymbal room, which, as you might expect, has a lot of brass in it, new, used, vintage, and a lot of vintage cymbals upon request, including K, Zildjian, Turkish, A lot of older A's, especially thinner ones, which seem to be the most popular. To the lesson studios. Yep. Buy, sell, trade, repair, and lessons. At the top of these stairs, I think there's 7 units where all the action and magic happens behind closed doors, but just wanted you to see this place is bigger than it looks. So, and of course, cool, clear water. Tried to give you a brief overview of the store on a working day at any given moment, so I hope you've enjoyed it or it helps you understand what we deal with every day in an effort to, believe it or not, try and help you. So any needs or wants, please call us. A lot of things walk through that door. Thank you.